everybody, this is Tina with Loving Life's Little Blessings. Welcome to my video today, you guys. I'm going to be making a card using this brand new set. It's called Thoughtful Branches. You can begin purchasing the stamp set and the framelit set today. The bundle costs $52 altogether, and if you earned $5 coupons last month when you were purchasing $50 or more, you earned a $5 coupon to spend this month. You can use that towards this bundle. So that's amazing. So I'm going to be making a card, and we're actually going to be making a fall card. So real quick, just so you know, if you hear kids running around in the background or crying or screaming, nobody is dying. They are just with their daddy up in the house, and everything is fine, I promise. But who is ready for summer to be over? Raise your hand if you're done with summer. So I'm completely done with summer. I don't do well in the summertime. I get sick physically. I get very ill because of the heat and the kids being home, and they're done, they're bored, and they're ready to go back to school, and we're ready for school to start, and I'm ready for fall. So I'm going to make a fall card. I'm going to be using these colors right here. I'm really super excited about using these colors and thinking about fall. So there's a ton of amazing ideas that you can do with this stamp set for all different seasons. You can do things for spring, winter. There's a million different things that you can do for the winter time with these little birds and these trees down here. Now it is larger than it looks. So the photo on the very front, the set is actually going to look a little bit different. And you can see that these trees are a really great size. If you have the stamp set Lovely as a Tree, if you have the stamp set Lovely as a Tree and you love all the different things you can do with a tree and that set, you're going to love this set just as much. So I've seen a lot of different things done with the tree and then the die cuts and everything, but let's use this leaf right here, and then we're also going to use one of these sentiments. So I think that the sentiment and your kindness makes a difference. I think that's a great one. I really love this one, You're in My Thoughts and For You. I think that's really, really cute. This one says, You Feel Appreciated, which I love that one too. And then it says, You've always been there to lean on, to learn from, to look up to. There's a couple other ones that could go inside of your cards. Take it one step at a time. Our hearts and thoughts are with you. And then this one, oh, that's the grass. So you can see there's quite a few different ones that are going to be perfect. So let's dive in and make this. We're going to be using the leaf and then a sentiment. We're not using the die set. And then we have some layers here. So we have a card base, and then we have an early espresso card front to go on it. It's cut at 5.5 by 4 1/4. It's going to create a perfect layer here. It'll cover all of that white up, but you'll still be able to write on the inside on a white piece of cardstock, which makes it nice. You don't have to have a special pen, okay? So then I have this piece, which is cut at 4 by 5 1/4, and it just creates a nice border, and this is what we're going to be working with. Okay, so then we're going to use Delightful Dijon. You could use Crushed Curry. That's another great one. We're going to use Garden Green. Old Olive would work as well. And then Cajun Craze. And you could use a red maybe if you wanted. And I also am going to use Early Espresso to stamp the sentiment. So let's get 2 blocks out. And we'll get the sentiment on here. And then just like yesterday, I'm going to stamp in the lower corner. If you remember my card from yesterday, the sentiment was down here in the corner. And that seems like a good place for this sentiment to go. And this set is a really nice set. Let's stamp off one time. Sometimes when you have a new stamp, you just want to try it out to make sure it stamps evenly and that ink really gets into that stamp. And I think that's good. So this stamp, the sentiments are a lot like the set that I used yesterday, where they have a scripty, nice scripty font with a plain font, which is nice. That's my favorite kind of fonts to have, so I don't mind having multiple sets. And it would be, you could mix and match these as well with the other set I used yesterday. So now I have my sentiment down here. And so now we're just gonna start, and let's go ahead and use that same scratch paper, and let's go ahead and just stamp off a little bit with this leaf. Just make sure it's getting enough coverage, and it looks like it is. It didn't have any problems. So we're gonna start by stamping these leaves, going up the page like this. Now, I want them to look like they are falling down on the sentiment. So I did 3 in the green, and then we're just moved to the next color, which is Cajun Craze. I'm going to go ahead and turn the stamp, and you can even turn your paper. I really want it to be really a nice random pattern happening. And you can see right here, I didn't push down enough, so it's darker up here and then it's lighter right here, and actually that works out fine just for the feel of the card. So I went ahead and cleaned my stamp again. We're going to move to the Delightful Dijon, and then we'll fill in these right here, and we can turn this, and you can stamp off of the cardstock. That is going to give it that same feel that everything's kind of falling. You can see I did it right here, and then I did it right here. So the only thing that I don't like is that it looks like a line of leaves are right here, and then there's some space right here that I'm not really crazy about, but I really don't want it to be unbalanced. Like, I don't want to stamp another one right here because it would be unbalanced. I have 3 of each of those. So we'll fill that in just a second. But that is something that I'm not crazy about, and I'm mindful of that. So let's close all these up because you guys know me. I stick my hand, I just did. I stick it right in the ink and I make a big mess. So let's go ahead and add some foam to this. And this is a pretty simple card, you guys. Just a few stamped images and then a sentiment, and that's okay. We don't always have to have a ton of layers. It can be simple. There can be some white space. Okay, so we have our white piece here. We're gonna layer it right on the front so we have a nice border, and then it's popped up. And now we just need to fill in a couple of these spaces that I feel like maybe it looks a little weird, right? So I'm going to use some sequins to do that. I'm going to do some goldish brown, maybe even like almost a bronze color. We're going to do a couple of these. And then some darker brown. Okay guys, so I just added those sequins. They're on glue dots. And I'm not sure that I love the randomness of them. I tried to be very random, but fill in some of those spots. But I think it does give you the feel that there's falling leaves happening. So I love this set for so many reasons. It is such a great set. So many different things you can do with it. And I love starting out using this set for something very fall feeling because I am very much in the mood for fall. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Let me know if you like the set or what you think of it in the comments below. I love hearing your guys' feedback. Let me know if you're done with summer or not, if you're here in the US. Hope you're having a wonderful day, and I will be back later this week to share with you guys more projects. Have a great day, you guys. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. I have 2 other videos here for you guys. They're both cards that have a lot of white space in them, something I guess I've just been drawn to recently. The first one is the butterfly card that I did. You can check that out. And then there is the card that I did yesterday. I hope you will check that out if you haven't done so already. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. You can head over to my website and find out all the details to pick up this really cute stamp set and die set this month. Thanks so much, guys. I'll be back on Thursday to hang out with you guys some more.